Auto rickshaws are a familiar sight across India. Look closely enough, and you'll see they have something in common. Their seats are made from recycled plastic, made here at this Mumbai-based firm.
So we manufacture these composite boards using the recycled plastic and used beverage cartons. And almost 90% of the auto rickshaws, which are the three-wheelers plying on the roads of India, would have seat base and the backrest made out of our composite boards.
Deluxe is part of a small but growing number of firms in Asia operating in the circular economy.
In simple terms, circular economy means we would not consider waste as a waste anymore. We consider waste as a resource and see how we can create high-value products from the waste to make it a little more complete.
Deluxe takes difficult-to-recycle plastic packaging waste and turns it into products that can be used again, things like door panels, pallets, and auto rickshaw seats. But it wasn't always a smooth ride.
For the first few years, yes, there was a resistance from people. The standard, this thing was, oh, this is made out of waste. How can it be better than the product that we are using right now? But over the years, we've been able to make sure and also convey this message to all our customers and also prospective customers that no, we can manufacture very good quality end products from the waste.
Key to that happening was advances in recycling and sorting methods, so the process is more efficient. Chemical recycling is also gaining traction. A process where plastics are broken down into their basic units, allowing for them to be purified and eventually remanufactured into new products, potentially in an infinite loop. For companies innovating in this space, investment is essential to scale up. But investors have been slow to get into the space.
Investors don't know where the deals are and how to deploy capital into it. The second is there aren't enough funds, or bigger funds or funds of funds to be able to move large amounts of capital. But third, and probably most importantly, is nobody's made a lot of money investing in this sector before. And there's one thing that will either scare our investors away or start attracting them, is if somebody else is making money, that's when they'll start to chase the deal.
Major MNCs like PepsiCo and Procter & Gamble have already set targets to use recycled plastic in their packaging. So, companies that help bigger corporations achieve such goals also stand to benefit.
If you're a small and medium enterprise, look at the companies either you're already supplying or the companies you wish to supply, and then reinterpret their sustainability reports in terms of your products and services, and then find a way of a simple, ready to implement, pilotable circular economy idea, and then try it. After that, you scale it up.
Singapore is shifting towards a circular economy, key to the Singapore Green Plan. Its plastic recycling rate is still low at 6%, but experts say commitments from the government are a sign that this is a growth sector for the economy.
Once we are talking about recycling, we need plants, we need transportation systems. We also need digitalization, because this information had to be digitalized and made available so that policymakers can track the information, how we are progressing. After that, I believe the investments will enable us to adopt these solutions in ASEAN countries. So I think this is a growth opportunity where similar problems are faced by the cities in ASEAN and Asia, because these cities are growing, consumption is increasing, waste generation is also increasing. So they also need similar solutions.
While retail investors can look at mutual funds that focus on circular solutions, to really get the ball rolling, Financial institutions and governments need to ramp up their roles.
We believe that the only source of that capital is going to be large-scale institutional investors, the folks who are financing the future of infrastructure across Asia. Fund of funds, infrastructure funds, sovereign wealth funds, those folks are currently sitting on the sidelines of fighting plastic pollution and advancing the circular economy. And we believe that to really drive the change, we need to crowd them in.
Ultimately, these are still early days, and this could mean a chance for investors to get ahead of the curve in a largely untapped sector.
There's an innovation play, so innovative materials, advanced recycling technologies that are being developed all over the world and have potential to really make a difference here in the region.
Back at Deluxe, armed with new investment, it is now aiming to expand to 3 new facilities to get closer to its goal of recycling 30,000 tons of plastic waste annually.
It's always been looked at as a dirty business, but it's not actually. It's a commercially viable business if it's done in the right manner.